Good afternoon. Welcome back to Enemy, and it's nice to see you all again. And again, my name is Jia Satya, and I'm going to teach you Unit 9. And okay, so let us start with the first session. All right. So as usual, we start with warm up, a warm up session. Let's go. Okay, now please think of some good and bad experiences you had during your time as a primary school and secondary school student. Okay, I guess you have had some good and bad experience at that time, right? All right, and I want you to write all your ideas down on a piece of paper. Okay, so you can have a piece of paper or just in your notebook. Okay, you don't need to write complete sentences, just any ideas that come to you. Okay, so I'll give you like 3 minutes to think to yourself and write down all your good and bad experiences. Okay, so please start writing now. Okay, now you must have had a lot of good and bad experiences, right? So have you ever had this kind of experience? All right, bully. So have you ever heard this word? So what is a bully? And why do some children get bullied? Okay. And why do some kids become bullies? Okay. So first of all, let me explain to you the word bully. So bully is like someone who try to attack other students, right? ដូចជាយើងថាពួកជើងកាងអីចឹងទៅដើរសឡុតគេវាយគេហ្នឹងគឺ bully, alright? So your main question is the last two question. Yes, សំណួរពីរចឹងសំណួរពីរខាងក្រោយនេះយើងឆ្លើយអញ្ចឹងសាកព្យាយាមគិតមើល Yeah, just think to yourself, okay? គិតមើលអាច note down នៅក្នុងសភៅរបស់យើងក៏បានដែរ alright? Why do some children get bullied? មានថាកូនសិស្សសាលាខ្លះត្រូវបានគេសម្លុតគំរាមអីចឹងទៅ And why do some kids become bullies? ហើយក្មេងសាលាខ្លះគាត់ខ្លាចជាមនុស្សដែលដើរទៅសម្លុតគេវិញហេតុអី Okay? អញ្ចឹងយើងរកមើលមូលហេតុនៃសំណួរទាំងពីរនេះ Alright? So just think yourself or take notes on a piece of paper or in your notebook. Okay? So again, pause your video and spend around 3 minutes on this. All right? Yeah, start now. Okay, then let us check the answers. Okay, so you can compare your answers with my answers. But remember that this is opinion. Okay. សំណួរទាំងអស់នេះគឺជាសំណួរ opinion វាជាយោបល់អញ្ចឹងអាចមានចម្លើយច្រើនអញ្ចឹងមិនប្រកាសថាចម្លើយខ្ញុំនឹងត្រូវទាំងអស់ទេណា Okay, so just some of my opinions. Okay, so a bully, right? So you can check this word in the dictionary and you can find the meaning of this word. So here a bully is a person who frightens, mocks, threatens and attack other persons. Okay, usually at school ជាមាន frightens មាន បន្លាចគេ mocks, right? ហើយនឹង threatens. Yeah, okay, mock ហ្នឹងគឺយើងនិយាយដូចនិយាយឌឺដងឲ្យគេអញ្ចឹង mock, right? និយាយឌឺដងកំប្លែងឲ្យគេអាហ្នឹងគឺ mocks. Threaten គំរាម right? And attacks, okay, another person. Okay, then the second answer, some students get bullied maybe because they are too popular, talented, weak, etc. Alright, មានអ្នកខ្លះហ្នឹងត្រូវបានគេ bully, right? គាត់ត្រូវបានគេសម្លុតហ្នឹងដោយសារគាត់ហ្នឹងមានប្រជាប្រិយពេក right? អញ្ចឹងក៏ត្រូវគេសម្លុតឬក៏គាត់ចេះពេក talent ហ្នឹងមានចេះ right? Yeah. ចេះមានបញ្ញាហ្នឹងគឺ talent. Yeah, weak, right? គាត់ទន់ខ្សោយពេក Okay? How about the other one? So some people bully others because They want to be popular. Yeah, chong là bảy. Yeah, show off their physical strength. Yeah, chong ụt pi សមត្ថភាពខាងផ្លូវកាយរបស់គេហ្នឹង right កម្លាំងបាយគេមានកម្លាំងបាយគេមានកម្លាំងមុំមុំអីចឹងទៅ right physical strength to be in control to look cool in front of others yeah look cool មានន័យថាមើលទៅលយចង់មើលទៅលយមុខអ្នកដទៃហើយអញ្ចឹងមុខអ្នកដទៃក៏ខំធ្វើលយអញ្ចឹងដើរសំណត់គេគាត់ថានឹងលយ right okay so these are just some ideas okay so why are we discussing bully today right because today we are going to do a reading activity related to a student who get bullied at his school okay so a reading activity all right so what I want you to do now is to open your book to page 70 and 71 okay all right so go to these pages and then you see these pictures and that tell a story about Billy right saw that so that's Billy's story okay so you got a lot of pictures and some short sentences below the pictures all right so what I want you to do is to read about him about Billy on pages 70 and 71 and then answer this question what are his problems okay yeah តើយើងមើល Billy ជាក្មេងមួយដែលមានបញ្ហានៅសាលាអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលអានមើលតើគាត់មានបញ្ហាអីខ្លះ okay so while you're reading you may take notes of any words that you don't know and also write the answer on a piece of paper or in your notebook okay so spend around again 3 minutes on this activity okay so start the reading now all right so let's start all right so before we get the answers I'm going to read the text and you can read along with me and at the same time I will try to translate any words that are new to you okay so don't worry if you cannot take I don't give you the words yet but later I will come back to this part and give you all the words okay but for now you can take notes of the words and their translation or definition okay so let's start let's read this together Billy enjoyed school he tried hard but studying wasn't easy for him he didn't have many friends he felt lonely and insecure sorry he felt lonely មានតែគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ឯកោ and insecure insecure ហ្នឹង insecure មានតែអត់មានសុវត្ថិភាពអញ្ចឹងគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ឯកោហើយអត់មានសុវត្ថិភាពទៀត okay why and next the other kids started bullying Billy they called him Billy no mates and stole his money they sent him texts they threatened to hurt him yeah threaten ហ្នឹងមានន័យថាគំរាម right hurt នេះធម្មតាយើងប្រែថាឈឺមានថាធ្វើឲ្យគាត់ឈឺអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាគេគំរាមចង់វាយគាត់ធ្វើឲ្យគាត់ឈឺមានចង់វាយគាត់អញ្ចឹងគេ send text មកថាគេគំរាមវាយគាត់ right then he tried to talk to people but they didn't listen Billy started playing truant play truant មានន័យថាកិច្ចសាលាអូខេអត់ចូលរៀន right អញ្ចឹងគាត់អត់ចូលរៀន he started play truant he felt desperate គាត់មានអារម្មណ៍អស់សង្ឃឹម desperate ហ្នឹងស្មើនឹង hopeless អស់សង្ឃឹម he didn't know who to go for help page 71 things got tough for Billy yeah tough ហ្នឹងមានន័យថាdifficult okay រឿងរ៉ាវគឺកាន់តែពិបាកសម្រាប់ Billy. Yeah, things got tough for Billy and his sister when their dad walked out. Their dad walked out មានន័យថាប៉ាប្រកបហ្នឹងគឺចេញពីផ្ទះមានថាជាប៉ាប្រកបហ្នឹងលែងត្រូវគ្នាជាមួយម៉ាក់គាត់អញ្ចឹងលែងលាគ្នាអញ្ចឹងប៉ាចេញពីផ្ទះ right so their dad walked out. Then the attacks started. Every day after school the bullies waited for him. So what would you do if you're being bullied? Contact Kid Care. We're on your side. Phone 0879 364 8888. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to read this again. Alright. Okay, let's start again. This time I'm not going to translate. Right, we go a bit faster. Alright. Billy enjoyed school. He tried hard, but studying wasn't easy for him. He didn't have many friends. He felt lonely and insecure. The other kids started bullying Billy. They called him Billy No Mates and stole his money. They sent him texts and threatened to hurt him. He tried to talk to people, but they didn't listen. Billy started playing truant. He felt desperate. He didn't know who to go to for help. Things got tough for Billy and his sister when their dad walked out. Then the attacks started. Every day after school, the bullies waited for him. So what would you do? If you're being bullied, contact Kid Care. We're on your side. Phone 0879 364 8888. Sorry. So then let's get the answer. All right. Yeah, the answer to what are his problem. Okay. Yeah, ចឹងយើង check មើលតើចម្លើយពេលយើងដែលយើងកត់បានហ្នឹងតើមានអីខ្លះ Okay. So these are the answers. Okay. First of all, difficult with his study. Okay. Yeah. Not many friends, right? អញ្ចឹងការសិក្សាប្រកបពិបាកគាត់អត់សូវមានមិត្តច្រើន His dad left, right? He got bullied, okay? ត្រូវបានគេគំរាមធ្វើបាប Not listened to by others មានថាអ្នកដទៃនឹងអត់ស្ដាប់គាត់ខំព្យាយាមបញ្យល់រឿងដែលគេត្រូវគាត់ត្រូវបានគេ bully អត់មានអ្នកស្ដាប់ទេ Playing truant គាត់កិច្ចសាលា and has nowhere to go for help, right? គាត់អត់ដឹងថាទៅណាដើម្បីរកជំនួយនេះបាន Alright. Okay, so as you can see that Billy has got so many problems, right? But then we are done with, we finished the reading. So let's do some after reading task. First of all, I want you to do exercise number 3 on page 71. That is on the top of page 71. Yeah, exercise number 3. What would you do if you were? Okay. ចឹងមកថាបើសិនជាយើងហ្នឹងជាសមាជិកនៅក្នុងក្រុមគ្រួសាររបស់ Billy ហ្នឹងយើងដឹងថា Billy ហ្នឹងមានបញ្ហាច្រើនណាស់អញ្ចឹងបើសិនយើងជាសមាជិកវិញ right so if you were right Billy's mom Billy's sister Billy's dad Billy's head teacher a counselor from Kid Care a counselor ហ្នឹងមានន័យថាអ្នកផ្ដល់ប្រឹក្សា okay អ្នកផ្ដល់ប្រឹក្សាពីអង្គការ Kid Care ហ្នឹងឬក៏ if you were Billy បើយើងជា Billy ផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនហ្នឹងតើយើងធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េច Okay អញ្ចឹង example មកថាយើងនិយាយថា if I were Billy's mom I'd make a complaint to the school principal Okay school principal ទៅនាយកសាលា and ask for help right Okay so this is just an example right so it's now for you right to write your own answer okay use your own opinion and write your answer for all of these people okay so write your answer on a piece of paper in your notebook and also remember that this is opinion task so there might be more than one possible answer okay ចឹងកុំខ្លាចថាយើងធ្វើខុសអីយ៉ាព្យាយាមទៅ alright Okay, so for this task, I give you around 5 minutes. Okay, so please start writing now. Okay, you must have got some ideas on this, right? Okay, I'm not going to give the answers, and I'm going to let you listen to people giving answer instead. Okay. So what I want you to do next is to listen and check, and then identify who says each sentence. Okay. ស្ដាប់វិញហើយយើងមើលយើងស្ដាប់ហើយតើនរណាអ្នកនិយាយប្រយោគទាំងអស់នេះ Okay, so ready. So this time you listen and take note who says the sentence. Alright?
Unit 9. Tape script 9.1. Billy's story. Speaker 1.
I'd organise a school day which tried to educate everyone about bullying. And I'd invite social workers, police and psychologists.
Speaker 2.
I'd get my dad to speak to those... Ugh! If I was older, I'd speak to them myself.
Speaker 3.
I'd ask Billy to try to understand the bullies. I'd get all the parents to meet together.
Speaker 4.
I'd move house so we could change his school and start again somewhere new.
Speaker 5.
I'd get really angry and bang the bullies' heads together.
Speaker 6.
I'd run away.
Alright, so everything's good. Did you get a lot of the answers? Okay. So I want you to compare your answer with someone next to you before I give you the second listening. Okay. So compare your answer with a friend who is sitting next to you. Alright, start now. Okay, now I'm going to give you the second listening. Okay. So let's start now. Second listening.
Unit 9. Tape script 9.1. Billy's story. Speaker 1.
I'd organise a school day which tried to educate everyone about bullying. And I'd invite social workers, police and psychologists.
Speaker 2.
I'd get my dad to speak to those... Ugh! If I was older, I'd speak to them myself.
Speaker 3.
I'd ask Billy to try to understand the bullies. I'd get all the parents to meet together.
Speaker 4.
I'd move house so we could change his school and start again somewhere new.
Speaker 5.
I'd get really angry and bang the bullies' heads together.
Speaker 6.
I'd run away.
Okay, time to check the answers with me. Alright, let's start. Okay, so the first person. I'd organize a school day which tried to educate everyone about bullying. I'd invite social workers, police and psychologists. So that is said by a head teacher, okay? By the head teacher. Next, number 2, I get my dad to speak to those. If I was older, I speak to them myself. So that's Billy's sister. Then I'll ask Billy to try to understand the bullies. I'd get all the parents to meet together. So that's a counselor from Kid Care. Next, number 4, I move house so we could change his school and start again somewhere else. So that's Billy's mom. I'd get really angry and bang the bully's head together. So that's Billy's dad. And the last one is I'd run away. So that's someone pretended to be Billy. Okay. So did you get all the answer correct? All right. All right. So actually, yeah, Billy did run away, right? Yeah, Billy នឹងគាត់រត់ចេញផ្ទះមែនដូចជាអ្នកឲ្យយោបល់ទី6នឹងមែនគឺគាត់រត់ចេញពីផ្ទះគាត់បាត់ខ្លួនហើយអញ្ចឹងមានគេ report ការបាត់ខ្លួនរបស់គាត់ទៅ Kid Care. Okay, so I want you to look at exercise 5 on page 71. Okay, so yeah, it was unfortunate that Billy's gone missing. So I want you to read that the report and read what the counselor wrote. Okay, so and then answer the 3 questions. Those 3 questions here you can read from the slide here as well. Did people listen to Billy? Did his father stay? Did he talk to Kid Care? Okay, so read the report. Yeah, report ហ្នឹងនៅខាងស្ដាំដៃ right យើងឃើញ report តូចមួយខ្លីមួយ Yeah, read report ហ្នឹងហើយឆ្លើយសំណួរ3នេះ alright. So again pause the video and spend around 5 minutes on this. Okay, let's start now. Okay, so let's do the reading together on the Kid Care report. Okay, so note down any words that you don't know. Alright, we work on any words that you don't know later. Okay, so let's start. Client Billy Simons, age 14, and counselor Carmen Delaney. Billy ran away from home because he was being bullied at school. He has now been missing for 6 months. He had tried to talk to his mother and his teachers. If they had listened to him, they have understood how he was feeling. Billy's father walked out on the family. If his father had stayed, Billy might have felt happier and less insecure. If he talked to us, we could have helped him. He should have come to us a long time ago. We are all doing we can to locate Billy. We suspect that he is somewhere in London. Okay, so now let's answer the 3 questions. យើងមើលសំណួរទាំង3ហ្នឹងចម្លើយវានៅក្នុងអត្ថបទហ្នឹងគាត់ថាគេវាទៅសេជាអក្សរ bold អក្សរ dot dot អញ្ចឹងយើងមើលអក្សរ dot ទាំងអស់នេះ Alright, if they had listened to him, okay, they wouldនេះគឺ would ណា they would have understood how he was feeling. Okay, so the answer is did they listen to him? Yeah, យើងមើលប្រយោគហ្នឹងគេប្រើ if ចឹងតើ they listen to him on ចម្លើយគឺ no. Okay, no, they didn't listen to him. Okay, and then next the question is did his father stay? So look at this. If his father had stayed, yeah, បើសិនជាគាត់នៅ Billy might feel happier. អញ្ចឹងគាត់នៅអត់ so the answer is also no. Okay, the father walked out on the family. Last, if he talked to us, we could have helped him. So question is did he talk to Kid Care? Right, តើគាត់បាននិយាយអត់ the answer also no. Right, also no. Okay, so next I want you to do grammar practice on page 71, exercise number 6. Okay, ទី6 right យើងឃើញមានប្រយោគនេះគឺយើងមើលគេឲ្យប្រយោគទៀតដូចជា people didn't understand what Billy was going through. Okay, អញ្ចឹងនេះគឺជាប្រយោគមួយអញ្ចឹងគេចង់ឲ្យយើងបំបែកប្រយោគនេះទៅជាប្រយោគដែលប្រើដោយ if វិញ alright ចូលមកថាបើគេថា understood wouldn't run away អញ្ចឹងគេដាក់ថា if they understood he wouldn't have run away. Okay, ចូលប្រយោគដទៃទៀតវិញ alright, so just do it and from what you think. Okay, យើងគិតថាតើប្រយោគទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគួរតែបង្កើតដោយយ៉ាងម៉េច ចឹងសាកធ្វើសិនទៅហើយចាំយើងចែកចម្លើយ alright so spend around 5 minutes on this okay alright let's start okay so let's check the answers to that exercise number 6 alright so exercise number 6 so if they had understood right he wouldn't cái này cứ he wouldn't have run away if he had gone to kid care he could have talked to about his problem okay if his father hadn't left Billy might have felt more secure if the bullies hadn't threatened him he wouldn't have run away okay right ចឹងយើងឃើញការប្រើប្រាស់ ten ទាំងអស់នេះ okay yeah so don't worry if you did not get the answer alright កុំតន់ភ័យអីដោយសារយើងអត់ទាន់បានរៀន grammar នេះទេនេះគ្រាន់តែជា warm up practice alright អញ្ចឹង overview ទៅនឹងមេរៀនយើងនៅក្នុងមេរៀនទី6របស់យើងទាំងមូលអត្ថបទដែលយើងទៅអានមិញវាគ្រាន់តែជា introduction ទៅនឹង grammar ទេអូខេអញ្ចឹងចំណុច grammar ដែលយើងត្រូវរៀននៅក្នុង unit នេះទាំងមូលគឺទី1យើងរៀនអំពី zero conditional alright អញ្ចឹង conditional មានយើងមាន4 5ប្រភេទហ្នឹងទី1គឺ zero if I got a headache I take an aspirin okay yeah កន្លែងនេះគឺ present នេះក៏ជា present ដែរអូខេហ្នឹងគេហៅថា zero conditional right present simple និង present simple បន្តមកទៀតគឺ first conditionals ឧទាហរណ៍ if I got a headache I'll take an aspirin អញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះគឺជា present ប៉ុន្តែកន្លែងនេះគឺជា future alright នេះគេហៅថា first conditional ទម្រង់ second conditional ឧទាហរណ៍ if I were rich I'd buy you a car អូខេអញ្ចឹងទម្រង់នេះកន្លែងនេះប្រើ present ដល់ពេល second កន្លែងនេះយើងប្រើវាជា past នេះយើងប្រើ would វិញអត់ប្រើ will ទេយើងប្រើ would alright នៅទម្រង់ចុងក្រោយគឺ third conditionals អូខេ third conditional គឺ if I had studied harder I would have passed okay yeah had studied ជា past perfect would have passed okay yeah would have passed នេះគេហៅថា third conditionals okay so be prepared for that okay ត្រៀមខ្លួនហើយដើម្បីរៀន conditional នេះយើងនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមមេរៀនបន្ទាប់នៅមេរៀនបន្ទាប់យើងនឹងរៀនអំពី zero ហើយនឹង first conditional ហើយបានបន្តទៀតយើងរៀន second ហើយនឹង third conditionals okay alright so ជាការបញ្ចប់មេរៀនថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងរៀនអំពីសកម្មភាពសំខាន់គឺ yeah we did a reading activity about a boy named Billy who disappeared from home after he had been bullied at school okay so he ran away from home right and the next main point is the introduction to grammar points okay so I hope you enjoy the session today this is just a warm up right okay something bigger will come later all right so that's it for today and thank you for coming and enjoy your lunch goodbye